right, and we're back for the 11 a.m. game. Flying Leonards versus the Ohio Prospects. Flying Leonards will be wearing navy blue once again. The Ohio Prospects are in the baby blue. Format remains the same, 125-minute period. Looks like the Leonards will be starting with that familiar Green, Hardy, and Putner line. Campbell and Chadwell on D. And here we go. A couple minutes early. Face-off is controlled by the Leonards. Campbell has it through their own zone. Green moves it up to Hutner, comes down the left side. Gets around the defender, takes it around the back of the net. Gets it up to Chadwell at the point. Gets one towards the net, blocked in front by the Prospects. Ohio gets it out of their zone, sends it into the Leonard zone. Picked up by Chadwell. Takes it around his own net. Drops it for Campbell, who reverses around his own net. Grabs some speed. Tries to chip it out. Picked up by Chadwell behind his own net. A little pressure on him. Gets it up to Hardy, who drops it for Hutner. Hutner sends it in off a deflection off a Green. And Ohio picks it up behind their own net. Pick it up the left wing. Off the player's stick and recovered by Whitehead in the Leonard zone. Moves it up to Kuznetsov on the right wall. Skates it down and into the Ohio zone. A battle in the corner there. Clark has it, sends it down the wall. Hudson rims it around behind the Ohio net. Picked up by Huey. Hudson tries to send it in deep, but Ohio is able to clear the zone. Regained by Hudson, brings it into the Ohio zone, takes a shot, shoots and scores! Moving right, shooting left, gets it over the blocker of the Ohio goalie. A minute and 40 seconds in, the Leonards take a 1-0 lead. Face off here. Won by the Prospects, but sent into the Leonard zone and recovered by Whitehead. Clark moves it up, trying to connect with Kuznetsov or Huey. Ohio grabs control and sends it in deep into the Leonard zone. You got a puck that goes through center of the ice. Ohio sends it down deep. Their player circles with it and sends it back down behind the net of Brisebois. Ohio player fans on the shot attempt. And the Leonards are able to gain possession. Taking it behind the net of Brisebois. Whitehead's looking to move it up, but that effort is thwarted by the Ohio player. They skate it behind the net of Brisebois, trying to center a pass, but it kicks out and covered up by Brisebois to stop play. Eanes, Rogers, and Barlow, Vasiliev, and Mize now for the Leonards. Possession taken by the Leonards. Vasiliev to Eanes. Works it over to Rogers. Skates it out of the zone through neutral and enters the Ohio zone. Takes off a hip check. Brings it back behind the Ohio net. And Ohio gains possession. Tries to clear it behind the net, but it kicks out and goes off the side of the net. Leonards are able to regain possession. Rogers sends it deep behind the Ohio net. Ohio player picks it up. Skates it ahead. Connects on a pass. And they skate it out of the zone. Big hit there by Vasiliev to force the turnover. Rogers has it, skates behind his own net, tries to leave a drop pass for Vasiliev. Vasiliev comes away with it, skates up the left side. Rogers picks it up and reverses. Drops it off for Mize. Gets it back up to Rogers. Gets a stick on it, but picked up by an Ohio player in their own zone. And then a failed pass attempt. Covered by Rogers in the corner. Eanes there for support, so is Barlow. Eanes has it behind the Ohio net, tries a shot, blocked by the Ohio player. Chadwell comes down the wall, trying to keep it in. Does. Rogers has it, brings it in down the left side, gets around some defenders, centers, broken up by the Ohio player. Ohio has it, skating through center ice, tries to send it in. Campbell clears it over to the side. Green picks it up. Circles back in his own zone. Skates it up through the center. Comes down the right side. Moves to the middle. Brings it in. Shoots. Saved by Ohio. Hardy gave it an opportunity in front, but the outstretched pad of the Ohio goalie saves it. Green with the rebound. Shot off the Ohio goalie and goes in for a second goal of the game for the Flying Leonards.
Just thinking you've done really good all week.
Chadwell skates it behind his own net, moves it up the wall, comes out, Huntner, moves it up to Campbell. He's got Hardy, he tries to get it across. Deflection goes on goal, saved by the Ohio goalie. Campbell still moving through the middle of the ice, circling around. Brings it in closer. Trying to create some space, finding an open player, finds Green in the middle, tipped away. The puck comes out of the zone, Campbell back on it. Risky pass through the center of the ice, tipped away by Ohio. Hardy able to get a stick on it and almost get it out. Ohio coming down, take a shot, saved by Brisebois. Rebound comes out in the middle, recovered by Ohio. Shot blocked by Hardy. But Ohio's able to keep it in and get it down low. Campbell with the clearing attempt, and it does come out. Hardy's first one on it there. Huntner brings it across the line, drags, shoots, blocked by the Ohio player. Turns, looking for a player. Oh, had Green on the back door, couldn't connect. Whitehead comes in, takes a shot, deflected in front. Micah Clark sends it back in. No icing, and Ohio recovers behind their own net. One of the more physical games of this tournament that we've seen so far in the early goings. Whitehead over to Clark. Waits, spins, back over to Whitehead. Gets it up to Hudson. Makes a move. Gets it up to Kuznetsov. They bring it across the line together. Hudson takes it down deep, spins. Gets it. Referee got in the way there as he tried to get it to Micah Clark. Clark sends it back in. The late offsides, and the Leonards are touched up. Huey recovered it in the neutral zone. Leaves it for Whitehead. Makes a move. Puts through the middle of the ice. Brings it into the zone. Goes wide and beats a defender. Goes in on the backhand. ran out of some real estate there. Reverses it back behind the Ohio net, picked up by Huey. Huey returns and brings it back down deep. And Ohio's able to slap it out of the zone. First on it is Kuznetsov. Gets it over to Clark. Through the middle to Huey. And taken away by the Ohio player. He sends it all the way down for what was sure to be an icing. However, no whistle. Ohio has it in the neutral zone. Trying to get it to their player through center. Picked up by Vasiliev in the Leonard zone. Hudson on it. Takes it up the right side. He's got one player to beat. Moves to the middle. And takes a check in front. Covered up by the Ohio Prospects goalie. 16:56 left to play in the contest. 2-0 Leonards at this point. Rogers able to keep it in at the line. Gets it to Eanes, who tries to get it to Barlow in the middle. He does. Barlow takes a shot off the shoulder of the goalie. Good save there. A good shot. Eanes battling down in the corner. Rogers coming in to support. Ohio works it around. Vasiliev comes down the wall, trying to keep it in. Ohio's able to get it out of the zone. Collected by Mize in the neutral zone. He spins and regroups back into his own zone. Gets it up to Eanes. Picked up by Barlow, and Barlow skates it into the Ohio zone. A clearing attempt, kept in by Eanes.
He heard you, Dad.
Eanes has it. Turns, shoots, wide. Ohio skates it out, but it's picked up by Mize, sent over to Vasiliev. Trying to get it out. The Ohio player takes over. Vasiliev now has it. Sends it up to Eanes, who takes it over the line. Eanes skates it wide. Rogers picks it up behind the net. Sauces to Campbell, but too far. Mize comes back to collect it. He's got a man on him. Ohio is able to keep it in the Leonard zone. Good foot there by Mize to keep it from being a backdoor setup pass. Campbell on him in the corner. A little scrum there. Ohio comes away with it. They move it up to their point, and the puck comes out of the zone. Green's able to take the puck away, skate it around his own net, work it up the wall. Puck goes into the corner. Campbell sends it behind his own net, picked up by Chadwell. Works it up the wall. Ohio player there first. Ohio has it, sends it towards the net, picked up by Campbell in front. Skates it out of the zone. Moves it up to Huttner. Huttner trying to get it to the center drive. Play in front. Gets broken up by Ohio. Huttner has it. Tries to move it across to the middle. Find an open player. Unsuccessful there. Ohio now skates it out. And the puck is picked up by Campbell in the Leonard zone. And sent out of play by Campbell. They have a face-off deep in the Leonard zone to the right of Brisebois. Face-off controlled by the Leonards. Clark sends it around his own net. Picked up by Green on the half wall. Ohio picks it up, sends one towards the net wide. Kept in at their point. But Hardy's able to smack it out of the zone. Green on it there. Applying the pressure. Ohio is able to skirt it ahead. Skate it into the Leonard zone, but it's taken away by Huttner. Moves it to Whitehead. Moves it back in deep into his own zone. Gets it up to Huttner, who tries to sauce to Hardy. It's tipped by an Ohio player. The goalie comes out to play it, sends it into the neutral zone. Clark sends it into the Ohio zone, and Ohio comes out with it. Moving through center, skated into the Leonard zone, and sends it deep behind the net of Brisebois. Battle in the corner. Puck skirts out. Kuznetsov has it. Flips it high. We got a streaking Hudson. Grabs control of it. He's got one player to beat. Tries to get around him. And it's knocked away into the corner by the Ohio player. Ohio then smacks it. And Kuznetsov is unable to keep it in at the line. Hudson, Kuznetsov, Huey, Vasiliev, and Mize, the 5 for the Leonards. Shot there by Kuznetsov, glove down by the Ohio goalie. We'll have a face-off upcoming. Ohio goalie's right. Puck drop. Hudson is on it. Send it in deep. And he gets it down low behind the net of the Ohio goalie. So they're able to keep it in, gets a shot towards the net. Glove down by the Ohio goaltender. 12:45 left to play in the game. Shot by Vasiliev, stick to side.
You have that video. Oh, that's fantastic.
Here we have it. Vasiliev down the half wall, tries to slide it through the middle. Slides all the way through. A couple of shots blocked in front by Ohio. Kuznetsov has it, moves it across to Mize. Gets the puck towards the net, looking for a tip in front. Puck played behind the back of the Ohio net. And Ohio is able to clear it down the ice. Mize back for it. Got one player on him. Does a turn move and is able to get it up and out of the zone. Comes across to Hudson. Moves it over to Kuznetsov. Moves to the middle, shoots.
Oh, still there.
In and out of the glove of the Ohio goaltender. And Ohio is able to skate it out of their zone. Play broken up by Campbell. Puck recovered by Chadwell. Moves it up the left wall. And the puck skirts out for Hudson. He drops it to Kuznetsov. And they try and send it in and make a change. Before that, Ohio recovers and skates it in. Shot through the defender's legs. Rebound comes out. Second chance opportunity. Both stopped by Brisebois. Face off won by the Leonards. Campbell skates it around his own net. Moves it up to Rogers. Rogers takes it in deep. Picks up a little bit of speed. Skates it out of his zone through center. Brings it into the Ohio zone. Goes right. Shoots. Deflected by the goaltender out of play. Face off one back to Campbell, slides it across to Chadwell. Puck slapped out of the zone by Ohio, recovered by Campbell in the neutral zone. Moves it up the wall. Ohio has it, brings it back into their own zone. Passes it ahead. Has a player come down the left side. Big hit by Campbell. Break up that effort. Recovered by Chadwell. Skated up the left side. Ohio sends it back into the Leonard zone. Chadwell turns and clears it out. Barlow to Campbell, over to Chadwell. Chadwell looking. Tries to get it up to Rogers and does. Rogers turns, skates. Turns again. Cuts through a few defenders. Sends it around the back of the net. Picked up by Campbell. Whitehead has it. Sends it back behind the Leonard's net. Picked up by Campbell. Looking for an option. Got two players coming after him. Moves it over to Whitehead, who clears the zone. And the Leonards send it in deep on the Ohio goaltender. Micah Clark, fresh off the bench, takes that, sends it over to Rogers, who dumps it in deep and goes for a change. Ohio recovers behind their own net. Puck kept in by Barlow, sent it deep. Ohio trying to skate it out, and they smack it all the way down, and that'll go for an icing. Face-off upcoming to the right of the Ohio goaltender. 2-0 Leonards, 9:36 left in the game. Face-off controlled by the Leonards. Dropped back to Whitehead. He shoots just wide. Micah Clark comes in for the rebound. Gets a shot that just caroms wide. He's kept in by Huttner. Moves it up to Clark. Moves it back to Huttner. Gets a shot towards the net. Green going for the backhand off the rebound. And up and out of play. Face-off may come out of the zone here, depending on who tipped it. Oh, appears it's going to stay in the zone to the right of the Ohio goaltender. Face off, won by the Leonards. Green back to Whitehead. Shot deflected in front. Hardy controls it in the corner. It's moved up to Clark at the blue line. Little move, gets it down the wall to Huttner. Sends it in deeper for Hardy. Ohio's gained possession. They try and clear it. Clark comes down the wall. But Ohio skates out with it. Huttner's able to get back and collect it. Skates it behind his own net. Moves it up the wall to Green, who does a drop pass, trying to get it to Huttner. But it's smacked by the Ohio player. Whitehead has it behind his own net. Makes a little move behind his net, gets around a defender, gets it up to Green, skates it through into the Ohio zone. And the puck is taken away by the Ohio players. They're skating it down, and they dump it in deep. On net, covered by Brisebois to stop play. 8:17 left in this one. Ohio takes a shot. It ricochets wide of the net. Played in the corner by Mize. Huey sends it behind his own net. Huey has it again up the right side. Able to skate it out of the zone. Ohio recovers in the neutral zone. Skates it back in. Sends it in deep behind the net with Brisebois. Recovered by Mize. Turns and fires it up the wall. Kicks back to Mize behind his own net. He has a little bit of time. Sends it over to Vasiliev, who reverses it back to Mize behind his own net. Kuznetsov picks it up on the half wall and scoops it out. Streaking Hudson through the center. Gets around the defender to the left, turns, keeps moving, gets it across to Kuznetsov, who shoots. Saved and held by the Ohio goalie. Tries to clear it out of the zone, and they do. Skated up through center, recovered by Mize in the Leonard zone. Huey has it, turns, skates it through center, enters the Ohio zone. Oh, and that's going to be whistled down for a hook against Dominic Huey. It's going to be a 2-minute power play for the Flying Leonards upcoming. Hooking is the call. Number 13 in the Ohio Prospects.
I didn't even see it. Oh, I heard him say it.
Barlow, Rogers, Chadwell, Campbell, and Eanes for the power play. Turns, tries to get it out, and a funny hop off the glass allows them to clear it through to center. Rogers has it. Tries to flip it in, and Ohio is able to clear it all the way down. Breezeball plays it behind his own net, leaves it for Campbell. Skates it out. It up. Ohio clears their zone again. Chadwell is back for it. Moves it up to Campbell. Got it. Moves it back to Chadwell. Moves it up to Barlow. And Rogers is able to swipe it into the zone. Coming down the left side. Picks up some speed behind his own net. Or behind the Ohio net. Skates it all the way around. And he's looking to set it up. Campbell has it at the top. Moves it across to Chadwell. Chadwell shoots. Save, rebound, shot just wide by Barlow. Covered by Rogers. Brings it up the left side. Skates it through the middle. Loses a handle on it there. Takes it out of the zone to regroup. Sends it over to Campbell on the near side. Rogers goes for a change. Campbell taking it. A little bit of speed. Skates it up through center. He's got Eanes and Green with him, or Hutner. Tries to get it off to Hutner, but it's off his stick. And Ohio's able to clear the zone. Eanes recovers it. Skates it through the middle. And takes it into the Ohio zone. Comes up the right side, skates it around the back of the net, looking for anyone in front. Can't find anyone. Finds Green on the far side. The one-timer. Good save by the Ohio goaltender. Eanes comes away with it. 5 seconds left to go in the Leonard's power play. Tyler Green from the top of the right circle snipes it past the Ohio goaltender's glove, and we have a power play goal. 3-0 Flying Leonards. 5:07 left in this contest. Face-off. Sent in by the Ohio team. Picked up by Whitehead behind his own net. And Ohio sends it back behind the net of Breezeball. Recovered by Whitehead. Gets it up the wall to Green. Drop pass for Clark. Gets it over to Hardy, who sends it in deep. There's delayed offsides. The Leonards need to touch up, and they do. Ohio collects it behind their own net. Player skates it up, and they get it out of their zone. Bring it into the Leonard zone, take a shot. Save by Breezeball. Drops it, and decides to hold on. Play stop now at 4:21 left to go in this game.
Nothing exciting.
Whitehead gets it out of the zone. An Ohio player skates it through center. Move it up. Recovered here by Green. But taken over by Ohio. Moves to the middle. And retaken by Green. Ohio sends their goalie to the bench for an extra attacker. 6-on-5 now. Ohio collects it behind the net of Breezeball. Moves it up the wall to the point. Shot towards the net. Wide. Ohio recovers. Play it behind. Ohio still has it behind the net of Breezeball. Whitehead on him. They try to move it up the wall. It's taken over by Hardy. Picked up by Hutner. He gets it out of the Leonard zone and skates it through center. Shoots at the open net and scores. 4-0 Flying Leonards. Mize sends it in deep into the Ohio zone. Hudson has it, works it up through center. Mize from the top of the right circle, shot, blockered away by the Ohio goalie, picked up by Vasiliev, skates it behind the net, turns, taken from him by Ohio, and flipped out of the zone. Ohio brings it down, move it across, gets a shot towards net, but misses wide. Kuznetsov on the puck there for the Leonards. Mize slaps it around, gets Hudson on the near wall. Sends it all the way across to Kuznetsov, coming down the left side. He shoots. This is wide. Puck kept in by Hudson and shoots well wide of the goal. Vasiliev comes down, keeps it in the zone, and Ohio is able to clear it out. Mize collects it back in the neutral zone, leaves it for Hudson. He turns and then reverses it back, gets it up to Huey, the right side. Huey skates it across the line. Tries to move around the Ohio player, but he breaks it up and sends it out of the zone. Puck collected by Mize in the Leonard zone, moves it across to Vasiliev. Tries to get it to Kuznetsov, but it bounces off his skate back into the zone of the Leonards. Mize off Huey's skate, up into the neutral zone, and sent in deep by Ohio. Puck stopped, sent all the way around. Ohio picks it up, sends it in deep. They take it behind the net of Brisebois. Huey trying to work it out of the zone, but it's sent back in deep by Ohio. A battle in the corner. Ohio gets a shot off from the point. Deflected in front. Back behind the net. A few hits going on in the corner here as the Leonards and the Ohio prospects battle for puck possession. Puck shoots out to the middle, picked up by Kuznetsov. Skates it up the right side, battles off a check, gets a shot, misses wide, comes all the way around. Barlow collects it, moves it back to Chadwell, gets it over to Campbell. 53 seconds left to go in the game. Campbell circling through his own zone, reverses, sends it over to Chadwell, moves it back over to Campbell, skates it up through center, enters the Ohio zone, comes up the right side, and is pushed off the puck, and Ohio collects. They skate it out, picked up by Rogers, back in the Leonard zone, gets it to Chadwell. Chadwell back over behind the net for Rogers. Rogers back over to Chadwell. Chadwell up the wall to Eanes, has it, hits Barlow through the middle. Barlow gains the center line, skates it over, and loses it just inside the Ohio zone. 5 seconds left to go. The Flying Leonards will be moving on to the finals game, which I believe is at around 2 o'clock. Strong performance here in a very physical game, semifinal game for the Flying Leonards. A shutout for goaltender Justin Brisebois, and the Leonards moving on to the championship for the 07 division of the Chowder Cup. See you guys later.